hey, I'm live and I'm still posing for the camera. I can't decide between glasses off or on. Off or on. I guess I'm going to leave them on because when they're on, I can see. Oh, there's so much to talk to you about. And where I am right now is in the infusion center getting my 2 liters of fluid. Should I show you? I have this nifty thing where they can connect both liters and the nurse doesn't have to come in and switch them. So I'm here for 4 hours getting my fluids twice a week, usually Mondays and Thursdays. And I don't look amazing today. I'm going to admit that because I have been under so much stress. So, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, like it feels like it just happened. I was in Chevy Chase, Maryland, for training for sarcoidosis. Okay, I'm sorry, my daughter's interrupting me. Okay, so yeah. So I oh, she told me she's putting a shield around me. Stop sharing your energy. Okay. Yeah, and that took a lot out of me, but I learned a lot too about how to be a peer mentor and how to be a patient navigator and stuff like that. And anyway, so I spent all this past week recovering from that. And then tomorrow we're closing on a house. Oh my gosh. That is just so it's giving me so much. This is the 4th time I've ever bought a house, and every time it's a really big deal. It's just a really big deal. A couple of times I've bought a house, I've gotten pneumonia from the stress, and this time I haven't done that. Okay. And the other big thing that's happening that I'm going to share with you is that my insurance just finally approved my gastric bypass surgery. And that is so exciting because I don't do well with diabetes medications. And my A1C has gotten up to a 12. If you don't know what that is, an A1C tells you if you have diabetes or not. If it's over like 5.8, I think 5.8 is pre-diabetic, and then like 6.4 is full diabetic. Mine was a 12, which is not good. And the gastric bypass surgery is going to help with that. And it's also going to help me be able to digest whole grains and vegetables and stuff like that. And so I am super excited about that. It's probably still a couple months down the road. But with all this going on, this is all stressful. So I don't know how it is for you, but for me, even good stress, it freaks me out. It can make me sick. It can make me have nightmares. It can make life difficult and everything. And I'm one of those people that have a hard time asking for help too. And so I thought about what can I do with my self-care. I do have a habit of spreading myself too thin. And so I thought, okay, for the month of March, I need to get packed and I need to get moved into my new house. It's only about 2 miles away, which helps a little bit, but it's also, yeah, it's just a lot to pack and move your house, especially when you have a hard time accepting help. We are going to hire movers to move the stuff over there, but I want to get it all packed and sorted myself. And being sick, that's challenging. So what are some things that I could do with self-care? Well, what I decided I could do is I could go through my calendar and remove everything that was not essential. And so mostly I was just leaving in my infusions, and I go to see my physical therapist once a week, and I go grocery shopping on Sundays. And so I left those things in. And then I had a couple of doctor's appointments, one with a pulmonologist and one with a hematologist. And I'm like, I think those guys can wait until April. So I did. I called both of those doctors' offices and I moved those doctor's appointments. And then what else was there? So then I was feeling pretty good. There are a couple things this week coming up that aren't essential, but I felt like they were important, so I left them in there. And then my painting teacher put in that this one day she's going to have a small private group doing some advanced water paintings, watercolor skills. And I was like, oh, lots of interruptions. And so I decided to throw that back in there because that is self-care. Sometimes we need to do things that make us happy, step away from the stress and just have a little fun. And so I moved my infusion for that day and put the painting in there. And so I feel really good about my schedule. I dropped out a couple of sarcoidosis advocacy things that were really important to me, but sometimes you just can't do it all. And I think that's important to acknowledge. And so that's all I wanted to share with you. I'm going to see what the heck's up with my daughter and my busy phone. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.